Hey, we're here with Amelia Vernon, who just won her very first Grand Prix, the $25,000 TD Vet Services Grand Prix. What was it like, Amelia?
It is the most incredible feeling I've ever had. I can't even imagine that I would have been here in my riding career. It's just a phenomenal feeling, and to have it here at Anderson's, where I've been doing the X-Rails all the way up to the Grand Prix, I couldn't have asked for a better place.
Now, tell us about the first round. What did you think of the course?
The first round, it was definitely big enough. The time allowed was tight, so you had to be really efficient in every single place that you could. There was the first line. It was a big enough oxer, the second jump, which you had to push up and afford to a plank, a very careful jump, which a lot of people had down. I was lucky enough that I got a good jump into the line. My horse jumped it really well, and I was able to back off to a nice up 6 stride, which my horse jumped well again, to an airy vertical down on the other end of the ring, which also came down quite a bit. Roll back to a big, wide, square oxer across the middle. And after that, you had a tight inside turn if you wanted to make the time allowed. So I was able to slip inside and catch a good jump into the next line, which is with a quiet 7. I got a little deep at the oxer. I got a little rub, so I got a little nervous, and came in around left lead straight into the triple combination, which was big, and B was wide, so a lot of people were clucking and having difficulties there, but I was lucky enough. Again, my horse jumped in well, and she's a good combination jumper. She knows she lands well, and she's quick off the ground. And then roll back again to another wide oxer off the gate. I got a little sticky off there. I let her bulge out a bit, so again I had a little bit of a hind rail rub. Lucky enough, again, it stayed up. And then the last line, it was a 1 stride, bending 8 or 9 to the last jump. I got a little far away to the last jump. I thought I had it down. I was very far away, but I was lucky enough that my horse saved me big time.
Super. So, you jump clean. You're happy. You're ecstatic. You're going to the jump off. Yeah. There's, I think, 8 clean, 9 clean out of the 27 starters. Looked like it was going to be a fast track.
Yeah.
I saw you at the in-gate looking pretty cash.
Yeah.
It got faster and faster. Tell us about the jump off. What were you expecting?
Well, going into the jump off, I was lucky enough. I drew a good first round. I went 19th out of 27, and I was the last clean, so I was good going into the jump off because I knew I could have watched everyone, and I was in a good spot to know exactly what to do. And so there was a bunch of really fast rounds for sure, which really put the heat on all the other riders. So I just my horse isn't naturally a very fast horse, so I wanted to kind of test her limits a little bit. The first line, I really galloped in, and I really let her go to the vertical, and there was a really tight inside turn after the second fence, and I got a really good turn there, which I think I made up a lot of time there. And Eric was so fast. I didn't think I could have catched him. I didn't think it was possible, but I got lucky a little bit. I just kind of kept going, kept pushing her, and I was lucky enough that the distances were right there, so I didn't have to make any sudden moves. So it was all pretty smooth and fast, and it was risky in the very last line. A bunch of people were doing the 8, and I landed off the combination, and I was kicking up in the 7, so I think I made up a lot of time there as well.
So last jump clean, up over the fence, through the timers, below, a kiss to the crowd. You got the fastest time. No one can catch you. What did that feel like for you?
Oh my gosh, I can't even explain it. I can't even believe that I was able to go that fast, but my horse was super, and I got really emotional just because she's come so far. She hasn't really been doing the jumpers for very long. She used to be a children's hunter before we got her, so
children's hunter to the Grand Prix.
Yeah, in 2 years.
Well, that's a good story. Yeah. Now listen, you had some family here today. Tell us about that.
My dad and my grandpa, and basically my trainer, because my trainer is basically family to me.
Well, of course he is.
Yeah, I've been with her for 8, almost 9 years now, so it was definitely definitely very, very special to have my dad and my grandpa there.
Now the $7,500 paycheck, who does that go to?
I actually think I'm going to be donating it, most of it, to a charity.
Well, that's good. Which one is that going to be?
I think Just World International.
Well, they'll be glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I know that it's a charity that we all support here at Rocky Mountain, so that's great. And so proud of you. Now, listen, your first meter 30 victory was here a few years ago,
Yeah.
is that right?
I think it was 3 years ago, in May. Yeah, the Wednesday Open Welcome $5,000 meter 30 on my horse, Ruby. I remember it.
Now your first Grand Prix victory is here as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well the next thing is the first FEI win, right? Hopefully that happens soon.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Well, listen, congratulations, man.
Thank
That was
you.
a great day.
Thank you so much.